What does your favorite epic the musical song say about you according to a psychology graduate student? Part 23. The final boss song, Don't Mind If I Do. Now, just to be clear, because it's the final boss song does not mean it's the final song in this series. I still have a few more, but we are coming towards the end. So thank you so much if you've been with me for a while. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you want to see some other analysis content that I do, go ahead and check out the playlist. I've got Arcane, I've got Steven Universe, I've got Hell of a Boss, I've got Has Been, and preview, I'm about to drop my What Does Your Favorite Arcane Ship Say About You analysis. So there's plenty more content to come from me, but that's not why you're here. You're here for What Does Odysseus Say About You? All right, you freaks, let's go ahead and just get it out of the way first. The most obvious camp number one. You just love to watch the world burn, don't ya? You heard clamoring, biting your nails in anticipation when you heard in No Longer You that his palace was covered in red. And of course, Odysseus had his who moment. Who do you think, Odysseus, warrior of the mind, my ass? We knew what was coming. You were waiting for the homecoming and you were not satisfied. You got a good taste of it, but you weren't satisfied with his beatdown of Poseidon. Like it touched something in you, but you wanted more. And you were just here to watch Odysseus burn the world around him, because that's the kind of vibe that you really enjoy in a character. You live for chaos. You cannot stand to have a completely still lake. You have to throw a rock into it. You can't stand to have fresh snow. You gotta go through it. And if you see like dead leaves on a sidewalk, oh man, are you crunching through that. It's just in you. You need to bring some level of chaos to your life. And that's okay. You probably really love Nifty from Has Been Hotel, and you would have made her entire persona your personality if you had seen that when you were a teenager. If you are a teenager and you're watching it, I mean, it's a choice. I can't blame you for it. I probably would have too. But it's a mature warning for a reason. You're also the person that if I say, go ahead and give me a creepy fact, you can give me one. For example, did you know that the human body could be completely drained of blood in 8 seconds if given proper vacuuming systems? And if you know where that quote is from, leave it in the comments. You're my favorite kind of person and I want to be friends with you. This is a camp for the criminal mind girlies, for the unsolved mystery folk, for those who just like a little darkness in their lives. And there is one part in particular of this song, and it doesn't, I mean, that's hard to do because the entire song is good, but this one part scratched your brain just right and has ruminated ever since. Go ahead, do it with me. Old King, forgive us instead, so that no more blood is shed. Let's have open arms instead. No. That part just, you loved it so much, it scratches your brain, and you are correct. Camp number 2, getting a little bit deeper now. I just have one question for you. How badly do you need a win right now? Just go ahead, let that simmer just right here. How badly do you need a win in your life? Because it feels like life just keeps on knocking you down. No matter how many times you try to get back up, life is just there, ready to smack you down. And how satisfying would it feel for you to be able to go up to the people who have made you feel small, made you feel like you were not enough, and say, I'm your worst nightmare. With that smile on your face, with that joy in your little heart, how much would it mean to you? Whether that is customers, your boss, because I can guarantee if this is your favorite song, you have either worked in food preparation, customer service, or any type of service-oriented job where you have to be face-to-face with customers. You are just one Karen complaint away from completely losing your mind. Now, does that mean that we actually do it? No. That doesn't mean that we burn down the building. That doesn't mean that we do those things. And you probably never would. That doesn't mean that you don't have revenge fantasies about it, but you never would come to a place where you would hurt the people around you because you know deep down it's no one's fault. It's not your coworker's fault. It's no one's fault. Just sometimes people suck. But when it's a culmination and when you continually feel like you are never enough and you are never winning, oh man, did this song just fuel something inside of you. You loved Odysseus getting a win, coming and cleaning out his house, especially when he heard exactly what the suitors were intending. From beginning to end, you loved the idea of him coming and getting the vengeance that he so rightly deserved, because there's a very good possibility that no one has ever fought for you the way Odysseus has fought for his family. The way he went through every single atrocious thing, both godly and just people, his crew, Eurylochus, every single person that has betrayed him, and yet he still kept fighting. And you just wanted to see him win, because in a way, it feels like you have won. And my darling, just surviving is a win. Getting out of bed is a win. Making sure that you can support yourself, that you can keep on going, talking about your problems and your feelings, that is a win. And I am very proud of you. And then sliding into Camp 3, it's already kind of been mentioned, but we're just going to take a deep dive into it. I want you to look here. Look into the windows to my soul. I want you to think about the most important person in your life. The one that you love more than anybody else. I want you to hold on to that person as I'm talking. You are, in my opinion, the most dangerous person in the world, because you have someone that you love so much that you would do exactly what Odysseus has done. God help anybody who hurts the person that you love, because you have been hurt horrifically in your life over and over and over again. Whether you have been bullied, whether you have been abused, whether you have been ignored, whether you have just been told that you are not enough, and yet you take it, and you have continued to take it over and over again. People will say horrible things to you, and you'll just take it. But the second that they say something about someone you love, it's over. Game over. How dare they make the person you love cry, feel less than themselves, because you have that guardian personality. You have that knight personality, where you will do anything in your power to protect the people you love. You will put yourself on that pedestal. You will put yourself through all of that pain if it means that the person you love can continue sleeping well at night. My darling, it is wonderful to have that protective instinct about you. It is amazing. You are amazing. And the people in your life are so lucky to have you. But I want you to turn that protection inward. It is wonderful to protect the people you care about. I want to know, why are you not one of those people? What is it that the kids are saying now? I'm going to hold your hand as I say this. You matter. And just because no one was ever there to protect you doesn't mean you don't deserve to be saved. And I understand that a lot of times you got tired of waiting for someone to do it, so you did it. You save you. You save the people around you. But do you honestly believe that you deserve to be included in that? Do you believe that you are worthy of the love and the care and the affection that the people in your life have for you? You matter. You deserve to be loved, to be safe, and to be wanted, just like the people in your life. And just like Odysseus fell into Penelope's arms at the end, you have been so longing to have that kind of love, that kind of relationship, to have that gratitude and that respect, and you deserve it. But you get there by loving yourself, trusting yourself, and protecting you just like you do every single person around you. I am so happy you're here. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for spending time with me. And I'll see you in the next part. Stay classy, my darling.